Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. Good morning. And I will never get nobody name up. They was like, they was like, is that a wig? What was that? I said, I don't know. I don't do hair. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say the other women that was in there. Some that at the, the Mariners, they was laughing at the gym with me this morning and said, we know you gonna put them hairstyle. I said, I am. So I know, because we got 130. I said, I am. I'm going to put it up there. Now, one downvote is Liddell or Kansas. I'm not messing with it. But look who they said that was Crockett. We got Stephen A. Smith attacking her now. Jasmine Crockett.
Attacking our whole nationality. So it ain't nothing new with him. He's the fastest race. He all that. He let you know who he is. He ain't holding him up.
But he black.
Stephen Miller ain't.
No, Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, man.
I'm talking about Stephen A. Smith. You ain't see how they said that. I said, y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. I mean, listen, hey, some laugh with you, some laugh at you. They laughed at me plenty of times. I laughing too, shit. But, hey, it is what it is. But, boy, we was rolling. They was like, you gonna put them pictures up? I said, I am. She the one brought up content. She said, are they trying to use stuff for content? I said, well, she gave it to me. But this what I had wanted to say. I was watching one guy. I was looking for his video. And he was talking about, like in Chicago, when they raided the hotel. And I get both sides, not the hotel, the apartment complex. But, and as he was breaking it down, and it was like what they doing is, what they not telling people is, and it's bad on both sides, but these was the ones that the Democrats had. Remember when they took them to Martha's Vineyard and everything?
Yeah.
What's up?
I just can't fathom that, right? Like, I'm still stuck on, you touch my kids, I'm touching you. It's that serious. And the fact that he's just letting this man skate by, but a dude who does something peaceful, that rallies the community to do something peaceful, right? How often do we see people today get groups of people together, rile them up, and go set them loose? Jed gathered a group of people, got them focused, and did something productive, and he's the fucking monster? This is some bull.
Good morning. I'm still getting my share game on, family. Good morning.
I already did mine.
Yeah, let me. Yeah, I gotta send it to probably a little more people.
But I've also been awake longer than you.
You think you have?
I woke up yesterday at 11 a.m.
Yep, me too.
You go to sleep last night?
Nope.
Okay. We're in the same boat.
Yeah, I've been up all night.
I was doing it recreationally. I was playing video games.
Yeah, me kind of too. I was kind of doing something like that. I had to get caught back up on some stuff, so I was up. Hold on, I gotta come on. Let me get this shared out. All right, here we go. I know you put it there. I'm gonna put it here.
Yeah, I did INA reboot and
they let you get in INA.
Yeah, they let me drop it in there. Nice folks.
Ain't that something? I always be saying shout out to Jed, and they don't let me drop nothing over there.
That's because you're kind of grumpy sometimes.
That's cool.
How's your weekend, buddy?
Now that I just heard that, it wasn't great. That they showing favoritism and stuff. I don't like it at all. But it is what it is.
Well, it's because they're Cowboys fans too.
It is what it is. I'm seeing the BS. I ain't gonna say nothing.
That's fine.
But still, I'm gonna go and give a shout out to Jed and his INA team, even though they don't show me no love or nothing. It's cold blooded, on top of diabolical. But let's get this morning started, family. Let me get this shot. How's all my beautiful people doing this lovely cold, but yeah, still is a beautiful morning up this way in the lovely city of 810, you heard, area code that is. See,
Midwest got hit by a freak snowstorm this weekend, right?
Yeah, it was supposed to be. It was one. What's up, Asaya Quill, aka Mama Quill? Good morning. Tony Terry, what it do? Miami-Dade County in the building. Concrete Jungle, good morning. Linda Chilton, good morning. How you doing? Bonnie Vanner, good morning. We got the lovely Terry Nixon and tapped in. Pastor Marvin Gaddis. Andre Holland, how you brothers doing on this great cold morning? Michael B, what it do? Constance, thank you for tapping in. Wanda Smith in the building. I ain't going nowhere. I wouldn't let you go nowhere anyway. And keep supporting from Philly because they trying to run me out of this place, you heard? Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis, shout out to the Gaddis clan. Crystal Lynn Gaddis in the building. Ashley Gaddis in the building. I told you the whole Gaddis clan is tapping in. Good morning, Mr. Classic. Streamways, what it doing? I'm trying to make it, you heard? I'm trying to make it. Trying to make it. Thank you for tapping in. We'll be glad if you would just subscribe to this YouTube network, you heard? The lovely Deborah Luna in the building. Sweetheart Shell, how you doing? And shout out to Sharon. How you doing coming from Georgia? Common Sense, what it do? Let me see. Miss Karaja Smith in the building. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, my goodness. What that say? Ligma Tip. He said, shout him out. I wouldn't dare do it. The lovely Cassandra Scott in the building. He come right. Ew, the Golden Child shout. How you doing? How you doing?
You just did shout him out.
I did. What's up, Pop Gaddis? Tapping in from the Shy. Georgia boy, top of the morning to you. Yogi G, what it do? She tapping in from the 202. What's up, Salty Chef? Coming in from Saskatchewan, Canada in the building. Michelle Smith and her husband, but we call her Ann. We got Ann and her hubby in the building. Good morning, beloved couple. Cassandra Scott, what it do, beloved? And we got Blakey Gaddis in the building coming from that Chapel Hill, North Carolina. What it do? I'm up in here. Trevor's up in here. How everybody doing today? How is everybody doing today?
Tired.
Oh, yeah, that's that gamer life.
Well, that and the wife kind of took on to clear out, I don't know, 100-foot by 100-foot area of the property, and there's like 6 fallen trees. So we've been weed whacking all the tall ass grass there, getting rid of some of the smaller trees, cutting up these giant ass oaks. And they're ruining my chainsaw. I can't cuss this too much this morning. Not
Terry. Oh, for sure. Terry Nixon, you would come on here. That's why I don't like nobody at y'all church. I can see that now. I thought it was gonna be a peaceful morning. You wanted to come right in with that madness. I don't know why y'all want me to go off on a tangent this morning. Yes. What's up, letter M87? Blessed morning back to you.
Look.
I'm gonna make it, Miss Karaja Smith. I don't know.
Just take a look at the failure he's standing next to.
Just Trevor just had to, he is what he is. But in a minute, we'll get to talking about Trump, and that coffee won't taste so good. How y'all doing, beloved family? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Miss Teresa in the building. Good morning. Good morning. And we got the Way of Jesus Christ through Faith Church and tapped in from me, Bain, North Carolina. How y'all doing, family? I'm doing all right. I made it through another year. Well, hopefully we made
almost
another year. Almost.
We got another 30 days.
Early. The lovely Miss Beverly Biggs Levy. Good morning. The lovely Miss Carolyn Hendricks. Good morning. No, you good, Miss Terry Nixon. I'm talking junk. Hey, listen, I came on because I knew it was a rough day. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. You win some, you lose some. You heard? Michigan will be going to a bowl game. I don't know who we playing, Texas or Vanderbilt. It's one of the two. They're going to put us against the SEC school. No problem. What it do, let me see. But we good. We still got our basketball team is undefeated. Go blue. So we're going to be somewhere. And the Pistons still whooping little Heine out here. So we all right, man. You can't win them all. You know what? You win some, you lose some.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that cup I'm still rocking, though.
Oh no, man.
You see that cup I'm still rocking though.
Oh no, man.
Yeah. I don't know. Is Dallas gonna win the Super Bowl this year?
Probably a better.
What's up, Lanita Murray? Good morning. Yeah, I know. In the building. I'm not happy this morning, family. I'm not happy. Let me make sure that I shot everybody out in this thing. Yeah, Crystal Lynn Gathers, I shouted you out. I was making sure I shouted everybody. Like what's up, T, in the building? Good morning, my fellow 740. And how you doing? How you doing?
Our every morning haters. Apparently, one watches on mobile and one watches on something not mobile. They've already split those down votes.
They did it for 1 and 1.
Yep.
Oh my goodness! I just knew they was coming on.
Damn. I mean, that might be your specialty, buddy, but I ain't here to judge.
No, if that's what you do, that's on you. We're not judge. This is the no judge zone. And what's up, Gaddis Mechanic Shop in the building, coming in from that North Carolina, Hillsboro.
Is that another Gaddis?
Yeah, I'm trying to get that.
I mean, a new one.
No, he didn't been here. I think he might have been. I think I recognize him.
I don't know. I lose track of all the Gaddy eye.
Hey, listen, let him come on.
I love them all.
Sharice Doom is in the building. That's also part of the Gaddis clan. You know that, did you?
No.
We got the lovely Sherry Allen and tapped in. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How everybody doing now? All y'all got to eat y'all Thanksgiving dinner. Y'all let everybody know what y'all was thinking. This is what I was waiting on. Give it to me. This is the lovely Felicia Martinez coming from New Jersey by way of the East Coast. She found me a sponsor. Today, Mickey's Roll Call is sponsored by the Tennessee Republican Party for threatening the voters in the special 7th district election, letting them know who they voted for is a public record. Diabolical. That's gangster right there. Hey, Mr. Classic, y'all at the top. Hey, it's all great. It's all great. You know what? Let me deal with the clown. Let me help you out real quick. I didn't want to do it, but you know what? It's gonna be.
Just getting used to both.
I got him. Let me just give him 86,000 seconds. I just put him in timeout. He got his first 86,000 seconds.
I've been dealing with gamers all night. Like shit.
I know.
You think that my mouth is?
But I love to just give him 86,000 seconds, man. It's just something about when you hit a person with that. It just it does.
I'm just gonna sit here and shit talk back and forth.
Yeah, I just love to hit him. What's up? What's up, Bubba Gaddis? Houston, that is. Houston, Texas. We got Macy Brooke Gaddis. I keep telling from Phoenix, Arizona. What's up, Hassan's Pinch back in the building? Good morning. I'm telling my whole Gaddis clan. Hey, don't they go to Hawaii. We got some in Canada. The Gaddis clan is internationally known. See, they go to Jones Elizabeth Gaddis. You see? Let me see what you're talking about. Yeah, that 24 is gangster. Let me see what Felicia. Meanwhile, the Democrats are sending mailers reminding them to vote on December 3rd. The election is December 2nd. Do they really want their candidate to win? Lord have mercy. Just like a Democrat.
I know of a dude in Florida who posted a meme saying, if you're voting for, I think it was Hillary. If you're voting for Hillary, it's a day later than when Republicans are voting, and he got arrested for it. So we'll see if the Democrat Party gets arrested for that one, or at least the ones responsible for the mailers.
Terrible. I don't know what to say. Terrible. Reginald Davis, good morning. Good morning. Thank you for tapping in. Well, they playing all type of games right now. I don't like none of it. What's going on? What's up, Michael Cooley, Greenwood, Mississippi in the building. 662, point of order. Keep pressure on Davina. Diabolical. Let me tell you something. And we got another one. We got another Mickey Fire Girl Magnum. I'm thinking that's from the Gaddis clan. Well, thank you for tapping in. In North Carolina, they love us. I'm going to say this. Can somebody write a letter to Davina and tell her to take it light on the residents? Can they do that? Because, I mean, I don't know what else to say right now. You know, can we get some help? That's all I will say. Can we get some help? Oh, my goodness. Sherry Allen came in with that 1999 super sticker. Thank you, the lovely Sherry Allen. You heard this on them. And today is the 1st, December 1st, that is. We walking down the last year in 2025.
You mean the
I
last
don't
month
know what we're going to do. Huh?
You mean the last month of 2025? You said last year, and I'm sitting here like, what?
My bad.
How many years are there in a year?
How many months? My bad. It's 12.
I'm messing with you, man.
We're in the last month of 2025. So what do you expect in 2026, Trevor?
Chaos, a lot of political division, possibly some political violence.
Oh, shit.
A couple riots, possibly an assassination attempt on some of the candidates.
Oh, hold up. Wait.
And everyone hating their neighbor.
Wait, hold up. Shit, you can just move too fast for me right there. I ain't like that.
What?
Run that back to me again. Okay, I got what you was expecting in 2026. Hold on. You just hit me hard with that one. Come on now. Bring it back.
Political violence.
Okay, I got that. Political violence. That's one.
Attempted assassinations on candidates.
Trying to take out candidates.
Yep.
That's two. We just had two.
Yeah, I had more. I kind of rattled them off there. Let me see. Division.
No, but that political assassination of candidates, that's rough right there. That by itself will caught my ear.
I mean, shit, dude. It's just been a growing trend lately. I mean, look. One confirmed shooting toward Trump. One dude hanging out next to Mar-a-Lago. Then there was the dude who attacked the Democrat folks up in was it Minnesota?
Yep.
Minnesota. Then there's been several assaults. So I mean, I don't think I'm too far off here.
I mean, what's up, Cuzzo? How you doing, Sheila? Thank you for tapping in. Sweet Cupcake on Break, thank you for tapping in. Crystal Monique, thank you for tapping in. Big Ann Gaddis, thank you for tapping in. And if I missed, then facts, complete your yearly journey. Give your last blessing to 810 News Media Group for the year. Complete your yearly journey with 810 Bumper. Show some love, beloveds. What's up, Cuzzo? Nah, but you know what? You making sense. You making sense, like on that, cause to me it's like we got Miss Anna Celia in the building. You and Yogi owe me a show, Anna. Y'all didn't show up yesterday, but I understood because Anna they was both busy. But I forgot to really let the people know. They didn't show up, but they're gonna give me something this week. They're gonna owe me something this week, and then they're gonna owe me something Sunday. So hold up, they're gonna owe me some shows. Let me just say that right, because that came all the way out just terrible.
I mean,
they owe me some shows,
buy you a beer or something.
Some podcasts. Let me say it like that. They owe me some podcasts. You know, people that hate me would be like, "Did you hear what he said?" They owe me some podcast shows. That's what they owe me. They owe me a show this week, then they owe me a show Sunday. Then we'll be all right back together. Everything will be back on popping.
Yogi's got the scary face.
I cleared that up. I cleared that up because it did come out. You know what I'm saying? It sound right.
Yeah, it came out a little sideways.
Yeah, it didn't sound right. Anyway, they in DC and I'm in Flint. So let's go and clear that up. What's up, Gaddis Brothers Barbershop, Los Angeles? Everybody, listen, we got love on the West Coast too. But I can see it getting downright nasty, but but you know what? What make you think it'll be political assassinations? Because
it's just trending that way.
It's just trending.
Look, the year after year, it seems that I'm not going to say majority of folks, right? Because like you, me, most of our chat here, we can give a rat's ass less who votes which way, right? 99% of us in here.
Rose got us good morning.
There's always that 1% to the far left and that 1% to the far right who get crazy ideas. I mean, 2020 had a group of dudes that thought it was a smart idea to try to kidnap the Gretsch.
Yeah.
And then just, last week, guy goes up and tries to assassinate 2 National Guard soldiers. I believe the specialist died. The staff sergeant's still fighting, last I heard. And you would expect the news to condemn this sort of deal, right? Instead,
good morning.
Instead, I saw a clip from MSNBC trying to justify it as, oh, he thought they were ICE. Does them being ICE justify them getting shot? I mean, so our news is driving us further apart. Like trying to justify it instead of condemn it outright. Like, no, you use deadly force and violence for a political motive. That is wrong. Don't do that.
The preacher son, good morning, Nicholas Jr. No, I agree with you.
I mean, most of us are from Abrahamic religions here, either Islam, Christianity, maybe we've got someone of the Jewish persuasion in here. One of the commandments, love thy neighbor. It didn't say love thy neighbor if he votes the same way as you, or love thy neighbor unless, just love thy neighbor.
Yeah, I mean, but I just think the rhetoric that's really being put out here is going too far. I'm just going to admit it. Like, to me, like I said, and I go back to it, even with them when they went down to Dearborn, that was not, that was more.
That's not another.
That was more out of racism.
That dude is part of the 1% of the crazies I was just talking about.
Yeah, but
like I said, 99% of us, we are mostly sane people in this country, mostly. But then you got that 1% to the left and right that don't know how to behave in civilized society, either going out and assaulting people or going out and trying to get people to assault you while you insult their religion like a complete jackass. Like if someone were to walk down my little dirt road and start, messing with the Bible, of course I'm going to go out there and give him a knuckle sandwich, especially if he's doing it just to get my goat. I mean, open wide, here it comes. I don't blame any of the folks in Dearborn for macing or wanting to lay hands on someone. Oh, it's my freedom of speech. Okay, but that is also their freedom of religion. Mm-hmm. And you are sitting there advocating against it. That'd be like, man, I don't know. That'd be like them trying to take away our freedom of press as 810. Like, no. This is not how that goes. Advocating to take away someone's rights in and of themselves, especially constitutionally protected ones, not the best way to make friends. Definitely a good way of getting your dental plan, up in the premiums, if you get what I mean.
I just, to me, it could have been done. Things could have been done better. And I say it again, like when we don't be doing, you know what I'm saying, our homework on certain things, and then you can't always look at it and then make excuses for it. Like it was never meat free. Good morning. Thank you for tapping in, good brother. It was never that whole situation was never made out of it was being to me it was conceived out of racism going down there. I'm just saying that whole thing was conceived out of that. It was no good was coming out of that. Let me see this. Well, Alan said it has always been the national media that create the temperature in this country and control the narrative. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Let me see on this next one. Was the one guy with the vest one of the January 6th insurrectionists that Trump released from prison? I'm thinking yes. Good morning, Kenneth. I'm thinking yes, if I'm not mistaken.
Now, what is that dumb shit's name?
What's up, Maze Lawn Care Inc.
Tiki-Taki.
Burlington, North Carolina in the building.
Here's another point toward political violence. And this is coming from your friend from the Status Coup News. He's live right now. The Luigi Manglione case, the guy who went out and assassinated a insurance company CEO, thinking that's acceptable. Like, news is really, I think Alan's right, is just pushing it.
But national media, because you're not gonna get that out. What up, Philip Johnson? Thank you for tapping in.
I mean, local media is just as bad. I mean, but take a look at a lot of the rhetoric going around with the local media in Flint, where they are basically saying you aren't getting things done because of Tanya Burns, Jerry Winfrey Carter, Dennis Pfeiffer, and Mr. Jonathan Jarrett. Don't you think that's putting a target on their asses? Hell, on the national side, Dennis has had a target on his ass because someone decided to take something he said out of context, run to national news, and it was run without any sort of clarification, without any sort of fact checking. So yeah, man. 7 Gator, I can't agree with that. Look, just killing someone because you don't like what they're doing, that's kind of a dangerous idea.
Yeah, well, let me see what else I missed. Allison Gaddis Jordan, thank you for tapping in. Long Beach, California, in the building. My thing is this: when you just see the stuff, that the rhetoric that it was like that. When you seeing things like that being conceived, you wouldn't even, like I said, they went down there, and I'm not trying to go back. I'm just showing certain things that's going on. So I kind of do agree with you when you said it might be some political. I hate that it's going this far with it, but that's where we at. Right. I see what Mr. Classic saying. It said that's why I try not to watch it, because all these national medias have an agenda. So you have to, let me see, Big Leroy Gaddis, good morning from Rose Hill, Mississippi. I mean, when you looking at what I don't think what's name is considered mainstream. You talking about status quo, Jordan Sheraton, right?
No, I'm not saying anything about him. I just noticed that he was live.
Yeah. No, okay.
I've just noticed that he was live and he's covering the CEO murderer's trial right now. He's outside interviewing someone.
No, because I wish I could go back and pull up. You can see when he was at the Democratic convention. That's when Biden won, when he beat Trump, and he talking about the Flint water crisis. I think he might got some clips. You can go pull it up. Did not one Democrat wanted to speak about it. It was like they brushed it up under the rug, and that be with and that's what give me. Let me see what you're talking about, Philip Johnson. I'm looking at what he said. He said, and that program still hasn't rectified or retracted that their error. I doubt they ever will. So it's leaked into the operation of agencies. It says in 60 years, I never saw an agency state on interruption and information pinning it on a Pacific group. See, I'm looking at Sherry said we have to watch all political platforms in order to understand what's happening in the world. That's what I do. No way. Common sense is on. This is how they split it up. You can't put them both, but on here I can see both of them from the control center. I can.
Yeah.
What's up, Lamont Goddess?
Honestly, it's bringing in extra people, so.
Yeah, it just give us ones y'all wouldn't see. This is how you see some of the people that's coming in talking crazy. That's them extra ones that's coming in from the other side.
B. Marie, usually you and I agree, but it seems like you're going awful far to justify some political violence here, and I do mean literal assassination attempts. Typically, you and I agree, but I can't get behind just walking up behind someone and shooting them in the back of the head because you don't like their policies. If you do, you know what? That's you. I couldn't sleep with it. I couldn't live with it. My bad.
Let me see. First Doctor dead. I don't know what that means. I couldn't tell you what that means. But if you subscribe to the channel, we might can understand what's going on. You don't see folks messing up like Snyder lying living in China. Snyder live in China?
No.
I didn't know that.
Good luck.
So they just said what's his name? Pete Hedge. What is his name? Trump.
Pete Hegseth?
Yeah, Hegseth. They just ain't he in some trouble or something?
They're trying to call the double tap on the vessel war crime, which no. The reason I say that is war crime only covers uniformed combatants for one, and two, it doesn't cover anything for drug dealers or human traffickers. And three, you actually have to be at war, which we are not.
But hold up.
War or armed conflict.
Yeah. But you just came because you know some of them people. I'm not trying to lie, but it's just like this is the craziness that when they be looking at it. Them was fishermen boats that they just fired on. Because I was just reading somewhere where they saying Trump just coming out saying where report is showing that Hegseth, if I'm saying his name right, he the one ordered to go ahead and wipe them out. So
I mean,
oh, my bad.
You asked what was happening with him.
Yeah.
And the first thing I remember was one of the guys that was in the Don't Give Up the Ship video.
Well, I give it. It says Trump reacts to report alleging Hegseth gave verbal order on no survivors in Venezuela boat strike. That's what I was just reading.
The guy from Arizona, he called it a war crime, which it is not. There are different crimes that it might fall under, but a war crime, no.
Now I understand. I'm looking what Kenneth said. That's why the Black Admiral retired, didn't want to get caught up in the BS because that's what it was about. Because they knew that he wasn't finna be them was not the cartel that the president was saying. What's up, Raphael Bird? How you doing, good brother? So oh yeah, now I agree with you, Mr. Thomas. That's still wrong. You just can't go out and just. It said it is a war crime by definition. Ask the Venezuelan president. No, they just said him and Trump was just on the phone. Trump just acknowledged that they had a phone conversation. Huh?
I think I might know a little bit more about what constitutes a war crime than most of chat. I'm just saying. I mean, you can go ahead and look up your shit on CNN all you want. You know, I actually kind of had to learn these things because I was actually out there killing people, and I kind of had to know which people I could or could not kill. So,
I'm looking with at 7 Gate. It says by definition. It said, I mean, no. If you go, the Geneva Convention gonna say it's a crime.
No, it's not.
It ain't. Well, let's pull it up and
uniformed combatants. They were not uniformed.
Huh?
The Venezuelan boat crews, whether they be actual drug pushers or fishermen, they aren't uniformed combatants. Now, you can go into civilian casualties, but at the time of the shooting of the actual kinetic action, which is fucking military speak for we shot at someone, they were suspected to be combatants. It is a legal shoot, at least according to Geneva.
See, that's that right, T. They still have not proved they were drugs involved. No, they didn't. On one, the dude said, I forgot who it was. United States didn't want to go get them. They was like, let them go. I think 2 of the people survived off the boat. They was fishermen. It says, let me see, Zachary Harrison said, Geneva Convention covers humanitarian laws.
The Geneva Convention is laws of warfare. There's a follow-up that's laws of land warfare. Then there's another one, laws of maritime warfare. And then other laws of warfare are usually covered by treaty. If you want humanitarian laws, then you have to look at the UN.
I'm looking at what Seven Gator said. Iran, Afghanistan, 2 tours here. You cannot be serious that you're trying to justify this bombing as it is illegal. And let me see what Maxi Bowl said. Designated terrorist organizations, legal as it gets. So they designated them. Okay.
Gator, you don't get to call me brother.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it. So, but I'm saying, but they having conflict with it right now. So they is having conflict with it about that.
Mm-hmm.
The what's the name? Because they did prove that they was fishermen that they was taken out. Because like I said, I forgot who had them. Whatever country they ended up in when they shot the boats down. They didn't
believe it was Colombia.
So they let them go back to Venezuela because they was like they was fishermen. They was not as they was soon called. They they was coming through with drugs. That's what I'm looking at right now. I'm just looking at it and stuff. I'm like, okay, so if they did that, now the Venezuela president, now he calling it war crimes. It's an act of war because now you didn't took out some of these fishermen that you didn't took out.
Mm.
And you know what I'm saying? And I see what Trump, I'm trying to say that it was, you can't really, when you go into war, a person gonna make it. Whoever call themselves the big one gonna make up any rules to justify going over there. So you know what I'm saying. I think it's crazy what they doing. You know what I'm saying. You can't justify it, but this is what happened when you get people who don't care and they trying to prove a point. You gonna come through this stuff like this. Okay, let me see what Kenneth says. It says what they did against the fishermen called a double tap is considered a war crime by the Geneva Convention. So we're gonna be able to get it. What's up, Big Papa Tom Gaddis in the building from Rose Hill, Mississippi? And then they just hold up. Then the ICE agents is they shooting at the ICE agents too?
There's been acts of violence against ICE agents.
Okay, because
I don't know if there's been any shootings, but I do
ain't been no shooting. Because I just saw some.
Didn't say there ain't been. I said I don't know if there has been. Let me see.
Oh, did I read? Did you say that I read them, B. Marie? Good morning, Lydia McNeely. Well, see, no trouble. Good morning. Thank you for tapping in. And y'all be safe out on the roads too this morning.
They've been shot at. Another suspect shot at Border Patrol agents, which falls under the same overarching bureaucracy. A separate incident in Chicago. One ICE officer was seriously injured while trying to arrest a suspect. September, November, and there's been increased assaults.
Let me see, 2 national guys. Yeah, you know what, Philip Johnson, I was waiting on Yogi and Honor to come on to get more into that, but I've been seeing the little stuff on it about what happened with the 2 national guardsmen down in D.C. But if you, Chicago Girls 87, good morning. But to me, it's not going to end up good, in my humble opinion. That's not going to end up good. But as they said, the person who done it. But did y'all just see this morning what Trump just signed?
No.
They said they just found 76,000 pounds of coke in a port Everglades a few months ago. Who brought that in? I have no idea. They brought some stuff in, didn't they?
That's some Colombian gold right there.
Alan, I done seen that. Said big corporations uses the military. I'll put it up here. Big corporations use the military in the name of freedom to capture natural resources from other countries. I can see that going on. Let me see what Concrete Jungle said. They were worried about Venezuela, but can't stop the Mexican cartels who have been digging tunnels under the border for years. Something in the water does not compute.
Except we've recently been odds with Mexico diplomatically because we want to start using kinetic force on their cartels. In other words, we want to start shooting their cartels.
Good morning. Good morning. But this the thing. But if you say, but okay, I get. No, we know why. I know. I mean, I done seen why he want to go over into Venezuela because they got, I think, more oil in Venezuela than they got in the Middle East, if I'm not mistaken. I did see Trump talking on one of his lives about the oil. Like, what's up, Michael Jackson Jones, East Orange, New Jersey, in the building. Yeah, Trump is after that is why he is going after Nigeria. Okay, yeah, I seen that when he said in Venezuela. I can pull that video up if you don't believe me. When he's talking about the oil over in Venezuela. But
Well,
my thing,
Nigeria has been a contested area for a while.
huh? Yeah, yeah,
Nigeria,
yeah.
because we have special forces in that general area, and Russia deployed Wagner Group out there. I want to say in 22 or 23.
Hey, Carol, because that's on the other live. We got two streams going on. You got this one is for your cell phone, and thank you for tapping in, Carol Kincaid. But you have this the one for your cell phones. If you go to the one to your TV, is more of us on this side. Yeah, that's because some came, man. If you're on your cell phone, it'll show up like this with I'm on the top, my picture on the top. But if you come on your laptop, you just have to pick the second stream, if I'm not mistaken, then you'll see it side by side. No, I don't. But this is what they're going through right now. And I agree with you, Mr. Thomas. It contested. It doesn't belong to them either. But this is what they're going through right now. I seen that. This is why I think we headed to more like how you brought up for Detroit Red Gaddis 58. Thank you for tapping in. I seen 18 on computer now. I got it. Chores going on and got you on both. All right, good looking, Carol. And hit that like on both of them. As I was watching it, right, I'm looking at it like, to me, why you think they brought up the Epstein files? They know they only gonna go so far. Trump, to me, and this is where all of them do. I ain't gonna know how all of them go to the extreme, but to me, Trump used the Epstein files because he was mad at how the Democrats, he called himself, I'm going to expose y'all. And I told the people, go back and watch Jimmy Carter. When he said he was going to become president, he was going to open up the files on UFOs. He got in. He had to change that whole attitude. What's up, Bubba Gaddis Jr. in Honolulu, Hawaii? That's why you see a lot of MAGA. They mad at Trump right now. You see a lot of them like, nah, let's put the files out. They not gonna put it out because there's too many people at the top that can get jammed up in it.
We've been talking about that for a minute.
Yeah, I'm not, but this correlate to what you talk about, your political violence that can happen coming 26. This is how that, like you say, that 1%, I think is more. What you say in the crowd, I think is way more than 1%. I don't believe there's no 99% on the same page. It's impossible that we believe
I don't think same page, but I do think 99% of people don't feel like it's okay to go out and fucking harm each other over politics.
I don't know, because just listen, we seen it. This the thing, we say that, but we got a glimpse of it. This why when you seeing people crying out, to me it's like when you seeing the left showing up, that was people that came out, regardless at the end of the day how whoever want to look at it. When that January 6th stuff came down, them was people who was fed up with this so-called American system right now. It's not going in their favor. You seeing people that's crying out. When you seeing people they want to march, them are people telling you this ain't right. To me, going into it's like Trump. It's just my opinion. To me, he played on certain people that's mad at the way the current system is running. He played on their minds that, like, listen, I'm gonna bring out the Epstein files. You had MTG talking about she was gonna say all the names down there on the what's the name. To me, it was a bunch of rhetoric, but you were saying rhetoric to people who wasn't playing. That's like I was told, you don't never go geek no people up. You never should say nothing because you get a person geeked up. He can't cut it, turn it off like you can turn it off. It's just him just talking. But you want to geek people up and then you said you was gonna do this only to get in and say we can't do this. Okay, we'll give up the Clintons.
I told you what happened to me on, God, was it Wednesday?
What?
When I had gone to the grocery store, day before Halloween, or not Halloween, Thanksgiving. Everyone's crushed up in there. And some random dude hands me a piece of paper and starts talking to me because he saw my shirt, and he starts wanting me to join a militia, train a militia, and they're hardcore religious folks. I'm sitting here like, what?
I mean, but see, but just think they got militias up here. But you just think, yeah,
I don't mind militias, right? A militia in and of itself is whatever. This dude was actively talking about going out and attacking people.
Well,
like he had targets. I'm not going to tell you, brother. I'm not going to tell you, but I have people in mind. I'm like, you know what? The only thing I'm going to teach you, buddy, is how to disassemble your gun, and I'm not going to teach you how to put it back together. Fuck you.
Sister Renee Jackson, thank you for tapping in, beloved. Whenever you come in, it's always a blessing.
That's
see now
militias don't have to be registered nor regulated. I know no one's going to say well-regulated militia in the Second Amendment. Well-regulated just means in proper order from that time period.
And I had to put this back up for my fellow 740. However, Trump is about to pardon ex-Honduras president that trafficked tons of cocaine to the U.S. So he pick and choose who can traffic drugs to the U.S. And that's right there. That's why I'm like, people seeing that you saying you going after Venezuela because you saying it's drugs and you already know where the drugs coming from. Then you just pardon. It's like he picking and choosing. You know what I'm saying? But
that's not right at all. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying Trump is wrong in this.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
To point out, like, yes, he is very wrong, and he should be admonished. He should get, a slap on the wrist or whatever the fuck else. Like, no, you can't pardon him, and then it needs to be set in precedent because other presidents have done that sort of deal. Nixon, fucking Reagan,
yeah,
right, and I'm more than sure, even though I haven't read about it, but we'll go ahead and take it on at 70% good faith guess here, that some of the Democrat presidents in my lifetime have done the same. You need to set a precedent now. Like, no, you cannot do that. If drugs are bad, you don't let them come into the country, and you don't pardon the people that was bringing them into the country. That's a pure simple. I mean, you got to call balls and strikes where they land, right? Like, if Trump's pardoning, as we hear there, a dude who is trafficking millions of tons of fucking cocaine into the country, that needs to not happen.
And I agree, Mr. Thomas. Now, Trump ain't he's surrounded by yes men. They're not gonna tell him what he can and can't do, because they like where a lot of them is benefiting from what he's doing. Some of these decisions is being made, and that's why I do believe you might don't see it as a war crime right now, but don't you know, George W. Bush, if you go look at it in the international court, they have most of our presidents is up on the war crime charges when they come up out of office. They up on it. We might not be admitting. Well, I do say that was what they doing in Venezuela. We can try to justify it on any level we want to. Just because they write it don't mean it's write it on paper is justifying it. Because I'll give you another example.
I didn't say it was proper.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
Gave the legal argument there, not war crime. Now you can hit it with a humanitarian crime. You can hit it with murder, just straight up fucking murder, because all service members can be charged with murder even in a war zone. Which, no, the ship wasn't in a war zone, but you get what I mean. But as a war crime, no, not.
Let me see. Anna said, why do we always blame the past for someone's action, but today it's a war crime? I mean, because that's how the ones in power call it. They got rules. They got rules. They said the other people did this and that is annoying. Trump is the current president causing chaos worldwide.
Did I not just say that Trump is wrong?
Yeah, no, I'm just reading.
You know what? I'm talking to the people who are writing the comment.
Yeah, I'm just
okay. No, that's fine. You know what?
I mean, no, I'm being honest. Even when you go look at, because I'll give you another example. I just had read something what Jimmy Carter had done, and he was a Democrat. I just read something Jimmy Carter done, man. Jimmy Carter done, and I thought he was one of the fair ones. When I go back and look at some of the stuff he done, terrible. But we got to go back and look at the stuff that they done. We miss a lot of stuff. But let me get back before I get lost. When they brought crack in, when they brought cocaine in, and I'm talking about what's his name? Oliver North. But like you explained to me before, you said, well, this is why he didn't really did nothing happen because they wrote it up as this. When Reagan was trying to get, do they understand? Y'all created a whole damn near a generation of drug addicts. Then with the next president came in, they came in. What was this? What was that? Bush the crime bill. This was when Clinton was the president. And this was Biden. They came with the 94 crime bill. But look how the government messed up the area that you did. You created the problem. You put a whole damn generations on drugs to fund your war, and couldn't nothing happen to them. And look at the look what has happened since they did that. They put the cocaine in the inner cities. Just look how they tore communities up. And ain't nothing happened because they can write it up under anything saying national security, and they can justify you basically, and let's don't get it twisted. They went and locked up the people they had out selling the drugs. I mean, like, how can we really, you know what I'm saying? But this is what your presidents can do. This is what government can do. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why I get a lot of times. I get it why people be mad. Let me see what Philip said. Wasn't there something going on with the DEA cartel and the U.S. being involved with drug trafficking out of Central and South America? So, if you just go look at the United States, know who bringing drugs in. They can stop it whenever they want to. This ain't like you can't stop it. If you go look, what was my man name? That was the drug leader over there in Mexico. They just locked up. What was his name? Damn. El Chapo. You know, he said America has an appetite for drugs. Talking about the country. Even you go look at the other countries who bring drugs here. Say they couldn't bring it if it wasn't a market for it. We might don't have you ever watched that movie Trevor Traffic?
No.
Go check out that movie Traffic with Michael Douglas in there. Came back out, I want to say in the late 90s or early 2000. Might have been like 98, 99 or 2000. When you go check that movie out, it'll give you a different perspective on it. As Zach said, look at the opium wars in China. Britain and America got rich selling opium to China in the 1800s. That's why when you look at that fire, when they did the war on drugs, how you gonna stop the drugs? When you like, if you have you watched No Fall?
No.
No. Well, if you go see, you'll see what the dude that I think he was a CIA agent or whatever that was bringing the drugs in. When they showed how the drugs was coming, it was a series that was on, but it's off now. Whose sons is doing to make a deal? The government brought, let me see what Michelle, the government brought the drugs and locked the community up so they could profit from the prison. It's legal. And they aren't talking about letting black or brown people out. I mean, listen, Philip, there's plenty of documentaries, but you have to be wary of the narratives for accuracy of what they report. Yeah, when that Mao Zedong, I can't say his whole name. Said when the communists in China Mao Zedong. I said when communists took over China, they killed all but he gave him a time to get off drugs though. Mao gave him before he went to do what he was doing. He gave him a time to clean it up. But you can't have a country full of drug addicts and think you're gonna be able to make it on the national scene. You know what I'm saying? You doing business. Can you imagine you going to deal with the head of General Electric, or just using some names out there? Oh, these bankers and stuff, and they on cocaine or on heroin. Who gonna get the better deal? So you got to, Mao.
Just call him Chairman Mao.
Chairman Mao.
He was the chairman of the Chinese Communist Party.
He wasn't playing, but he gave him an opportunity. He said, clean up or I'm killing you. Sometimes you got to be rough like that. I wouldn't have done it, but I'm just saying, he had a purpose. He had a bigger thing going on. He probably ain't had time to be sitting up here. You know what it's like to deal with somebody getting high and you trying to run a country. Hey, Mr. Thomas, you may be right on it. He said, I love a lot of them. You see him but can you imagine somebody strung out on drugs making these things for you? I think maybe a sober mind might be a little better than a mind that is gone. Said when the count, I get it. Whose sons are pleading guilty now to make a deal with the government allegedly? Who doing that, Concrete? I can believe that, Kenna, because some of these deals I'm seeing going down, some people got to be on drugs. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, because I'm. Let me see, Demetria Brown. Good morning. I'm still trying to figure out. Fast forward to today, fentanyl coming from China. Go figure. Wow. Oh, that's where fentanyl come from.
Yeah, it's a very simple synthetic opiate to make. I mean,
why are they not stopping it?
How do you stop it? Let me. So, China, the government of China, can't stop it from coming over here because they have to inspect literally every fucking piece of cargo container that gets on those large ass ships. Those things carry thousands, and they ship out hundreds of thousands a day. And then when they get to their end port, whether it be the United States, whether it be fucking Sydney, if they go through the fucking Panama Canal and they end up in London, you have to, once again, check all those containers. You just don't have the manpower available to open up every one, take every single thing out, and then put it back in and still get it to a consumer on time. It's impossible. You can only do hit or miss. Your best option is to go toward where it's made, which China does, and they arrest or sometimes kill a lot of the folks there, but it is a big business. That's just like trying to stop fucking scam calls coming from India. Do you know how many scam call centers there are in India? You don't have enough policing for
it. Yeah, and I get it. Drugs is $1 billion business. I don't see them want to stop it.
Trillion.
Yeah, trillion. See, they ain't gonna stop it.
Now, if you break it down in individual drugs, yes, billion. Cocaine, billion. Illegal marijuana, not the stuff that's grown in the United States, billions. I mean, fuck, China's even got farms in American farmland, the American heartland, that's growing marijuana in states where it's illegal to do so.
They own some of the ports, don't they? Because I think we sold some of our ports, didn't we?
Yeah.
See, when you don't control your ports, you can bring it in.
They own them, we administer them, and so they're collecting a fucking usage tax basically on us, but still American staff, American customs that it has to go through. But
like you said, there's so many. All you got to do is be cool with a couple custom agents, somebody work up there. You can always pay people off.
You don't even have to do that, man. I mean, just through volume, they might catch 1 or 2 or 3.
Facts.
So why am I going to pay off some customs agents to maybe let 1 or 2 through when I can just get them through anyway? And I may lose a shipment. That's the cost of doing business. But now I'm not paying people off that can rat on me, and there's a trail that now comes to me.
Yeah, that's just like the cartel. They coming over the border. They show us all the ones they caught, but what about the ones they didn't caught?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You thought because you might have hit one shipment, like they ain't have down there 1,000 that got through.
So check it out. Dude bought a abandoned storage unit here in Florida, right? You know how they have those fucking auctions. Oh, this storage unit hasn't been open in XYZ. We haven't received payment. We're just trying to recoup. You give us the money and you can open it up and everything, and there's yours. Dude bought it. Used some bolt cutters, open it up, cut the lock off, and open it up. There were, God, I want to say like 17,000 pounds of fentanyl in there. Do you know how many people that is enough to overdose? You're looking into the millions.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at what Zach here said.
Cheap ass truck
Said China owns land in Oklahoma and can grow legally. Has legal grow farms, not illegal.
They have some illegal ones in Idaho. They've been busted in. Just think of the really heavy Bible Belt areas. Fuck, I think Utah they got busted a couple times.
Right. Yeah, it's legal by state, but it's still federal illegal. Because I see Trump just signed in a big, beautiful bill where he restricting on marijuana. I see that. So I know that's going to go against. He finna piss some people off. So I can't see. But they finna be right back in January about the big, beautiful bill, right? So they finna be about funding the government.
They're going to have to write another one. The big, beautiful bill was only a temporary funding measure. It was only to keep the government open for the rest of the year. The government does this every fucking year. They do one at the beginning of the year, and they say, yeah, this should last us the whole of 2025. Then by September, they realize we over fucking spent again. We need a substitute bill or a subsidy just to keep the government open. So we need to spend more.
I don't get why he put all them. Yeah, but he put too many cuts in. It's like you was cutting, and I don't know why he called it the big beautiful bill, because it wasn't big and beautiful for the people at the bottom. It was big and beautiful for the people at the top. Because I don't know nobody that's saying that bill. What's up, Mike Clack in the building? See, it says the big beautiful bill is what took all the cuts from insurance and food stamps. And I don't think,
I still think the insurance cuts, tell me if I'm wrong here, were just subsidies from COVID era when people were out of work. I mean, that's literally everything I looked up for it. Hell, CNN said COVID era subsidies. So
I mean, but you got to but see, this is what we keep forgetting. Who stripped the Affordable Care Act, the ACA, like it was? You remember when Obama got it? It wasn't like that when let me rephrase it, not when Obama got it. Obama was trying to take it how Mitt Romney had it. Remember, that came from the Heritage Foundation, where you got this, a lot of this Project 2025 came from. Because we got to put context to it. When the Republicans was trying to make Obama a one-term president, they stripped the ACA, as they call it, Obamacare now. So if we're going to hold somebody accountable, you got to hold the Republicans that was in office for these subsidies, that how they went up. If the Republicans weren't trying to do that, and it's just a fact, we can go back and look at it. You can pull it up however you want to do it. If the Republicans weren't trying to make Obama a one-term president, they wouldn't have cut it. They wouldn't have cut it down. So the Democrats got to take their blame for, because they wanted to make it bipartisan. The Republicans call themselves stripping it. So this is really partly part of the Republicans' plan.
Democrats couldn't have passed it without it being bipartisan.
I know, but I'm just saying, but when they saying who fault it is, you have to go and be honest. The Republicans created this, what we call a cluster flux right now with this, the Obamacare. So I'm just saying, you gotta put it where it's at. If the Republicans ain't do this, if they would have left it in the form he was trying to push it through, we wouldn't have been having it. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So this really what the Republicans done. So they can't just keep saying that this, the Republicans wanted it like this, so they got to eat that. This one, they got to hold on to that. Y'all gutted it, and what Obama pushed through, they should have knew this was going to come back and hurt the people. And you know what I'm saying? Because they still, what is they playing? That's what I'm trying to figure out. to me, Trump just came in. I'm just gonna cut so what is your plan from Obamacare? So what's the Republican plan? That's what I want to know. So what's their plan with the health care?
The way that I've been understanding it was you take care of yourself again.
So they don't have a plan, basically.
It's literally that. You take care of yourself. Now, there is a method to that madness. Hear me out. Anytime the government pays for something or forces you to pay for something, that price instantly goes up because they know they got you by the balls. Right? Car insurance didn't used to be mandatory until the 70s. Okay. Now, for you to get a car and to drive it around, you have to have car insurance. In the 70s, they had to be competitive with each other. Why? Because it wasn't even fucking something you had to have.
We just gonna go back to his brother Clacken. They said, remember 2020, Trump said 2 weeks from signing the insurance plan. I'm just looking at it like we have to be. See, they didn't have no. But this was crazy though, Trevor. But you know who be wanting health care? Them Congress people. When they get in, they get all them. Oh, they get it. But that's what I'm saying. How can they have it? You can go in there and cut it, but when they resign, not when they resign, when they retire or want to quit, they get their package. I'm just like, it doesn't make sense.
It isn't just healthcare. That is a huge part. They also get full dental. They also get priority for police calls, and they get a stipend for the rest of their lives. If they've served so long, or if they're 60, one or the other. It really depends on how long they've been in office. MTG doesn't get her stipend until she turns 60. She hasn't served long enough to get it off the boat.
No, they just said how much she gonna get. You can go back and pull it up. When we were trying to
you and I were talking about it, and it said when she's 60.
No.
But it's like 1,000 and change a month.
No, they just said hers gonna be, unless they lying. I just saw it on the news. Well, you said it was gonna be $1,000. That they said hers is more than that.
14. MTG. What is this? Is it called stipend? Fuck it. We'll just call it retirement.
But see, this is what we don't want to be honest with. Did you know the lobbyists? See, we be forgetting these insurance companies, because while we can get back to the marijuana while he looking that up, did you know the tobacco, and I forgot who else, they came in and dropped money down because cigarettes wasn't selling compared to marijuana like it was. See, we forgetting about the lobbyists. That's what they doing. See, facts, Sheila, is for a lifetime. See, we not understanding. And then when you looking at far as this insurance.
So the annual congressional salary is $174,000 for members of Congress. They receive 1% of their salary annually as part of their pension. If a member has 20 years of service and serves until the age of 62, they receive a 1.1% of their salary as pension. According to the NTU, this would make Green eligible for a pension of $8,717 a year. Okay, if you would like to take into consideration the lifespan of an American woman and taking on an annual 2% cost of living adjustment, Green would receive more than $265,000 in pension benefits overall. By contrast, former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, who has served Congress since 1987, will be eligible for a pension of $108,800 annually. But the pension pot would appear to be a drop in the bucket for Green's net worth. In other words, Green could literally live without that fucking $8,000 a year. But dental and insurance is fairly nice, and getting constantly protected is very, very nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, I'm looking.
That's a good one, Alan. 98% of Congress becomes millionaires after 5 years. Not to mention, and I'm not going to throw the first one out there, but the second one, Crenshaw from Texas, the fucking eye patch Republican, he has got probably the best stock portfolio. Well, the third best stock portfolio that I've ever fucking heard of. 100% of his trades are profitable, and he usually averages something about 178%.
Shit, you know what? I get it, family. I was over here because she's supposed to be getting some change. They already had said how much money she was going to be making from what her pay or something. So I know they look, because I was looking at somebody just now said how she was making money trading stock while she was in Congress.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I just went on to Crenshaw about
yeah,
that.
Yeah, I seen that. So she was already, but they said she was gonna make a nice little. It wasn't $1,000 that they said, that what you said when you was like that's all she was gonna make. Somebody had it on there what she was supposed to have been making, but they, like I said, they could be wrong, they could be right. Who knows? But I'm gonna find the video and put it back. Trump is going to pull her security detail, but she got enough money on her own. She can handle her own security detail. But she going right to the private. You know what? She going to the private sector. See, when they leave,
that woman, I'm not trying to say her fucking name, MTG, has faced scrutiny over her stock trades, particularly after buying stock in companies like Lululemon, which, whatever about Lululemon. Here's the two that actually get my goat. Dell and Amazon, just because both of those happen to be in the tech industry, and the tech industry is actually very profitable right now. Go take a look at the cost of RAM. Actually, I'll go take a look. Just as a heads up, I have 64 gigs of RAM in my computer. So let me go to Amazon.com and look up 64 gigs of RAM.
Hey, she's going to run for Senate or governor, in my opinion. I do think she's running for something else. I think she just see the writing on the wall right now, that the stuff that Trump and his administration and the rest of the Republicans in Congress, I think they know they're going to lose in these upcoming elections. So maybe the Democrats get the House, maybe they don't. Maybe they get the Senate. I mean, not the Senate. They're going to get one of the two, with Trump going to have to learn how to negotiate again. Or they might get both the houses. Who knows?
My preferred brand, one of my preferred brand, this is Kingston. 64 gigabytes of RAM coming in 2 sticks of 32 gigabytes apiece, DDR5 format, which is just your current. $694.99. When I put all my RAM into my PC, it cost me less than $150. So when she has trades in Dell, Amazon, and other tech companies like that, especially since Amazon is also one of the largest net providers in the world, yeah, that kind of goes out there, especially with just before the tariffs hit, and then just before all these AI deals hit, and then just before all these massive data centers were announced, and she got all these trades in, almost like she might have had these bills on her desk and decided
insider trading.
Yeah,
right. That's why she probably bagging out. Like I can go out. I'm making money. She just, like I said, she see where her party right now, they're not like Trump. See the MAGA crowd not really with him right now, because they saying he folding up on a lot of things, and one of them are the Epstein files. They want that out. They don't care who it is. They want, hey, if all y'all wrong, and I do believe Trump is hurting his brand, whether he want to believe it or not. He got into next year around this time. He'll be seeing he probably gonna try to push everything he can get through. But
so my two top people that I rag on about this aren't on this list, but I just looked up most suspicious Congress stock trades. We've got Senator Richard Burr from North Carolina, Dianne Feinstein from California, David Perdue from Georgia, Rob Brashanen from Panama, MTG from Georgia, McCraw from Texas, and then there's, of course, Crenshaw, who I like to criticize, Pelosi, and several others.
You're getting money.
Oh, yeah, shit. You put in blind trust. Mm-hmm.
But that's the point that I'm saying. See, we don't see nothing wrong with them getting all of it, but we can't see.
You and I see something terribly wrong with it.
The only difference with my opinion is I wouldn't be mad for universal health care for you can help people. See, this like saying, oh, we got to go back every man for themselves. That's like if a person they need a tooth, got to get their tooth pulled out. If you can't go to the dentist, so they got to keep their tooth and let it rot in their mouth. See, that's my thing. If you got that, a person shouldn't have to pick between, do I got to just here suffer and die? Like that to me, we're not living back in the barbaric days. We're not living in that where you go, you try your string onto your tooth and you slam the door, pull it out. We're not living like that. This is what you got. I mean, when I look at it like this, when you at a nation and you don't care if your people, because they don't have no money, die, and that's just your way. To me, I get it. If y'all saying America's overpopulated, be real and come out and say it. But you would rather a person die, suffer, than help. To me, that's crazy. And these people say they go to church. You cannot say you believe in God. Like they need to. This my thing. Quit acting like this is a Christian nation. When you can sit up here and let people starve, you can let people freeze to death. You can America let so many things go on. Quit saying this is a Christian nation. That's all I'm saying. Quit saying they believe in God. Quit saying, oh, I'm a follower of Jesus. Because ain't none of that stuff that they saying that you were sitting here letting go on is real. That's my only thing with it. Quit, just be upfront. Tell me what it is, and I can accept it better. But all this sugarcoating it, and we gotta lie, and they coming up with stuff and say, "Oh, well, I would just rather let it go like this." You got to have. When do common sense kick in? Is my opinion. When do it kick in? So you'll rather, but yet they give you the food, the stuff that's gonna kill you, but I don't want to help you. So we'll let you keep eating the waste and the food that we know where you'll have to go to the doctor, but I don't want you to go to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? If you you don't want a person with diabetes, and now but quit putting the food up, quit putting all this high starch food out here in these areas, and you want to have a damn there a certain a damn there a nice little segment of your population dying from diabetes, high blood pressure, unless you want that to happen. I'm just saying common sense. That's what we're gonna be at now. Cause that's what that's to me what it's like. This is what they want to do. To me, it's just like if we can sit up here and say, okay, we don't want nobody to get no help. So it's more better for we could just see a person just die. Cause to me, that's what we getting down to. You'll rather see people dropping dead by you. Oh, well, you should have went to the doctor. It's like to me that I can't fathom and looking at it like that. We got doctors you can go to. But we'll find we'll fund all these other projects, but we won't fund no project to help our people. That's where I just would, like I said, the United States, it lose me at in government. Like you created then a generation of crackheads. You created a whole generation of crackheads. And then when the stuff went down, just like you seeing, we ain't talking about the lobbyists for the industry, the prison industry complex, where they went and say, "Hey, we could build all these jails. We need to fill them up." We don't see nothing wrong with that. We don't see nothing wrong with the school to prison pipeline. See, all this stuff that we act like this is not a part of the American system, and that's what me like. We can create these situations, but we just sit back and act like we don't know what's going on. It's just, to me, it's crazy. Like we can create drug addicts, but we don't see nothing wrong. But we've been look, they show you through history they don't care. I mean, we keep getting prime examples every time. Now we got a fentanyl crisis. Damn that you can die from it. I mean, if it's coming from China, maybe you have to cut your deals off with China. That's another way you can stop it from coming in. Don't allow nothing from China to come in. There's ways to stop it. I'm just saying, and that's to me, that's where we at. It's like this whole thing, like we can create the situation and don't care. And that's what I'm saying. Even with this big beautiful bill, we can see he didn't cut SNAP benefits. He didn't cut this. It's all right to cut from. We want to keep taking from the people at the bottom. I'm just trying to see how can we justify that. Even like I said, coming with insurance. Don't nobody want to take no credit that that what really happened to Obamacare. You got to thank the Republicans for that. And now here we go. We got Trump. First thing again, he wanted to cut it. Now that the subsidies went up, you got to thank the Republicans. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's enough time we can play the games, but I'm just trying to figure out, would you rather have a society where you see people dropping dead around you who can't go to the doctor? Or would you want to see a society where you can go to the doctor? Maybe we might have to, you might have to pay a little more at the top to help fund this. Maybe we can't fund this war over here. Maybe we can't shoot no damn near 100 Scud missiles. Maybe we can't give this country $40-some billion. I mean, it's a lot of things we could have did to cut back on. I mean, I'm just trying to figure it out. So we're gonna keep creating these drug problems, and don't drugs make crime high?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go. Hey, Alan, I agree with you. I'm looking at this right. Just look at Campbell's Soup. Mickey, the companies that produce harmful, good tasting food have government agencies on the inside producing false reports in the name of profit. That's what I'm saying. Do people see anything wrong with that? The Campbell's Soup, did any grocery store pull Campbell's Soup out the store?
No.
That's what I'm saying. They what was they team? What would that be called? They press team. They got one of the best in the game because they never had to pull it off.
I mean, what store is going to give up a profitable product? That's on the people to stop buying it. That's to stop buying Campbell's. If you don't like their message, which I don't, I was just at the store Friday. Wife and I wanted soup. We went and got generic. We weren't buying Campbell's. I said, fuck them.
Did you?
But the stores ain't gonna fucking pull it.
I don't agree with you with that, and I'll tell you why. I done seen stores pull other people brands off when they go against the grain. We just ain't seen on this store
yet. The highest selling brands?
Like, yeah. But,
in a sector. Tell me what brand sells more than Campbell's Soup? Like what brand of soup sells better than Campbell's? You go down Walmart, they have an entire fucking aisle of Campbell's Soup. Literally.
Yeah, they do, but that don't mean that it was good. Shit, I mean, when you sit out there and seeing the CEO come out and say, hey, I wouldn't feed that to my family. You know what I'm saying? That's for the poor. That's three. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying in general, you would have thought the store, listen, it's other brands that can move up, who got more real, who's using real chicken in there. I'm just saying, it's just like, it was that attitude, like, people came out and they knowing when you poor, you heard what he said, it's for the poor. Campbell's probably the cheapest unless you're gonna get the store brand. No, I get it. It's a reliable profit. I know I get what he's saying, but that's why I'm saying when you see these businesses, they going along with the BS.
Like I said, like
I'm
business is a uncaring but very highly thinking critter. Don't think of it as a conglomeration. Think of it as an actual organism, right? It needs profits. That's its food. It's not going to willingly give up its food. You have to take it away. So, like I said, you don't like Campbell's, which I don't.
I don't either. I ain't bought it.
I ain't buying them.
I ain't bought it.
I used to love Campbell's chicken noodle soup. I went and bought the fucking Yellowstone brand, and I hate fucking TV branded shit. Right?
I'm looking at what Alan said. The USDA is in most of all food processing centers. Food for thought.
Here's another fun thing. Did you know that the U.S. cattle farms, the folks that actually provide you your steak and your hamburger, your pot roast, all of them, they have to sell to very particular food processors, food processing. It is by law. So those food processing folks buy the steak, buy the meat at whatever price they want. And then because there's a conglomeration of them, you might as well just call them a fucking cartel.
It is.
They sell it for whatever they want.
Yeah.
Which is higher than what it should be. And then because they sold it to the store now has to make a profit, so it goes up even higher. I just bought 4 New York strips. That's just my fucking go-to steak. $27 a package when I'm used to buying them for $13. Did you know at one point in time, anyone who grew grapes in the United States had to, upon request from the United States government, give up half their crop so they could be turned into raisins and either put into rations or sold off or held onto. And if they weren't sold by the U.S. government, the U.S. government didn't sell them as like foreign aid or some shit like that, the farmer would not receive a fucking dime.
I think it was the CEO comment, since if I'm not mistaken, for the Campbell Soup. I think it was their CEO. Didn't they suspend him or let him go?
The board is probably having a vote of no confidence in replacing his.
Because I know they suspended him with pay because they put it out there. But I think if I'm not mistaken, common sense, it was the CEO.
Let's see if
Philip Johnson. Aren't a lot of industries in agriculture steadily merging into larger and fewer competitors? Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's what I thought. He was suspended with pay.
No, according to 3 hours ago from NJ Biz, dude got fucking canned.
Oh, they finally canned him, but as of last week, he was just suspended with pay.
Yep.
So they just fired him.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember when they had it on the news. When I played it, they said he was
the
with pay.
Asset Co. CEO.
Oh, Asset Co. CEO. Well, just remember this.
He's high enough up there in the fucking corporate food chain to call him a CEO.
Remember when Oprah took on the beef conglomerate? Y'all forgot that?
Well, 4 days ago, according to Fox, he got fired. Let's see who else is saying they got fired. Yeah, that's Fox Business. The Campbell's Company. Campbell CEO Mick Bizickin addresses misinformation about our chicken. Learn the facts. I don't care about you. WHYY. 4 days ago, Martin Bailey, a vice president in Campbell's Information Security Department, was named in a lawsuit filed last week by Robert Garza. Yeah, they're getting slapped with lawsuits left and right.
Yeah, because now you got to do the research. Now, if they go in and prove it, all it takes is somebody to go get a can and bring it to their lab, and they can answer all the questions. Calling water a commodity. Oh, wow.
He also hit people with he also talked shit about Indian folks. I don't know if he's talking about people from India or if he's talking about Native Americans. And so according to CBS, on November 26th, he is, quote, no longer with the company. I mean, that's what happens when you fucking solely your company's name. They will fire you.
No, somebody had secret recorded him. That's what happened.
Yeah, solely the fucking name.
Like, hey, he was telling the truth, and but they didn't have no other choice but to fire him, to be honest. Now, you got us up under. They go to do this investigation, but Campbell Soup got the money, influence, and probably power to get that investigation crushed.
I mean, let's just hit this.
And I see what you're saying, Mrs. You know who said Campbell's also produce generic brands. So you might be thinking you're not still buying it and you buying it.
So Campbell's, which falls under Campbell's Company or Campbell's Co., is in the NASDAQ trades, and it is currently with a market cap of $8.96 billion. It has dropped, I want to say, about 0.5 points in one day. If we look at a 5-day trend, it's dropped
keep being in the news.
1.5 points. That's actually pretty massive.
No, let it keep being in the news. Let them have to do an investigation. They find out it is clone meat. You're going to really see a drop.
They actually peaked on November 21st. Dude fucked up so bad. On November 21st, they had a $3.166 US per share. and as of today, it's $30.10.
I mean,
That's big.
he gonna get picked up. Another company gonna pick him up. Don't worry about it.
No, he's too hot for that. Now
Yeah,
they
but
might pick him up as an advisor, but he'll never be a CEO, and he will never be part of the actual staff. He'll be
listen,
a consultant.
ain't gonna make money.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, he's not out of the making money business.
So
He'll be back
any
in.
of the old movies, right? Well, hell, not even old movies. Any movie where they're talking, just go watch Suits. I love that show, right? All these CEOs and executives fucking know each other. They sit down
Mhm.
across the table from each other with lawyers about to sue each other, and they're talking about how each other's wives are doing. And these are people in different fields. You know, a Boeing CEO is sitting there talking with a Kellogg CEO like they're best fucking friends and play golf every Sunday while they're suing each other. So yeah, like they're not going to let their friend fucking fall out, especially since all these folks like to share secrets with each other. Take a look at Epstein. How many non-government officials did he have at his island? Quite a few.
Common sense says many foods contain bioengineered products. Facts.
Yeah.
That means it's time to buy Campbell's stock because Campbell's ain't going nowhere. They're gonna advertise fresh soup and we'll be back in them. Oh yeah, okay, in a month.
Mark's fucking right. You know what? Take his fuck up and turn it into your profit.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Well, you can go ahead and there, love it.
This nice CEO I knew, or not CEO, NCO I knew back in the day. He every paycheck he bought 2 stocks. One of them was cereal, and the other one was in Johnson and Johnson diapers. Because no matter what, people aren't going to stop having kids. The prices, like stock prices for diapers, have never gone down, as far as I know.
I'm looking at what Alan said. Think about, bro. You can put meat in the can up on a shelf for months, and the so-called meat don't spoil.
So I'll agree with you. Yes, that is, it's Campbell's. We already know that, right? But you can also do the same thing with bacon fat. Fucking, if you can eat bacon, you take bacon fat and you render it down, add some water, make some lard, and you just take some meat and put it in there. It'll hold for months. I'm not even kidding you. It'll hold for months.
I ain't saying it ain't, but Lord.
I keep an entire jar of lard just for that, like homemade lard, because I don't trust the store-bought lard. I'm pretty sure that shit's like some fucking congealed oil. Which
Facts.
The next thing, when we discovered crude oil, they're like, oh, hey, we can get the same substance from corn, from some vegetables, from sunflower seeds. We should do that, but it comes from food, so we should eat it. No oil should be going into your fucking body like that.
Nah, it's not
whether
good.
It comes from fried chicken, whether it comes from fucking corn dogs, or those fucking idiots down south that like fucking fried Twinkies. If you're one of those folks in the chat, I'm sorry, but yeah, that's not supposed to go in your body. It tastes fucking delicious.
No, a lot of the stuff you don't post.
Don't do that.
No, I know Mark Hudson what they used to do. Believe me, they ate pork too. I ain't saying they didn't. I believe. I'm just laughing. I'm just laughing because I'm laughing to myself. Just like this is the stuff that they will feed us. This is what you be left to eat, and then they don't want even let you go get a doctor visit.
I picked up my favorite snack for the first time in a couple months last night. Hot Cheetos.
See, that's not even good. That's what I'm saying. Have you seen it? And I agree with you, Mark. But have you seen? Because I've been looking at some of these shows where the people be going abroad and stuff. When they've been over in Korea, they've been over in China, Thailand. They be all over in these other countries, and they showing you that our food, they don't even allow all them dyes up in there.
Should a hot Cheeto be doing this? Should food do this?
No, that's the stuff we putting in our body.
I mean, granted, you can do it with some things like nuts, and it's perfectly healthy. Peanut. I don't have a toothpick around me, and I don't have I might have a knife. Yeah, and that'll show you the calories, right? Yeah. How long it burns more calories. But for processed shit like that, that's just literally showing you it's made basically from fucking flavored cardboard.
Yeah, flavor cardboard, and people don't understand we've been eating cardboard. This the type of stuff that they feed us.
I can't. This knife
Like
is gonna
this,
pop
some of
it.
it, you need like tweezers or something that you can hold it. I'm
That's
just
actually
saying with
something I
this,
might have on the desk.
yeah, you need tweezers where you can do. Yeah, this is the stuff that we eating. They
If not the desk, the hobby cabinet. Let's
right.
see.
Facts, Carolyn. Them Twinkies don't need to be in nobody.
Here we go. Hobby scissors.
Yeah, that'll work too. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But this is the stuff that we eating. Rubber. Hey, Philip Johnson. Yeah, but they not gonna tell you that. I still go back. I remember Mika Brzezinski, her and Morning Joe. This was back in like 2000, or maybe like, 2000. When she was saying she give her can, she showed a little can of Coke, but it was the small one to come in a little can. She said, I give that as a treat every blue moon.
Peanut doesn't flare up. It'll burn for a long while though, because peanut oil.
Yeah, most Americans.
It's still somewhat healthy for you.
See, most America produced foods is banned in other countries. Right.
We've gone over this. Fucking
Yeah, well,
the bread that you go down in Walmart. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, the sandwich bread, pre-cut sandwich bread, banned in other countries because they don't even consider it bread.
Fact.
Because of how long it has to be shelf stable. There's shit that's put in there. Fucking flour, all-purpose flour. What color is wheat?
Supposed to be brown, ain't
it? Brownish gold, yeah. Right. What color is flour?
White.
White. Well, unless you get unprocessed flour.
Yeah.
Yeah. They crush it, they overprocess it, then it turns some funky color that you don't want to eat. So they bleach it. But when they bleach it, it takes out all the nutrition. That's why it says enriched on there. They tried putting some stuff back in.
Right.
To make it shelf stable.
Yeah, no, see, a lot of the stuff that we going through is diabolical. But
Carolyn Hendricks, that is exactly right. They just have to make it taste good. Remember, people are animals, and I do mean that in the most literal sense. Just like fucking dogs or cats. And just like dogs or cats, if something tastes good to us, we're going to eat it. Have you sat there and ever watched a dog go up to underneath a car and start drinking antifreeze? Just start licking it up? It'll fuck that dog up, but it tastes good to him. It smells good to him.
That's how you see it with people. Yeah. That's how you see with people now. But this is the stuff they feed us. And you wonder why we in
mostly sugar water.
Yeah. That's all.
Original Gatorade was not. It was an actual citrus extract with a little bit of extra salt and pure water.
But they changed it.
They commercialized it. Like 90% of the time when I'm dehydrated from working out in the summer around here because of the humidity, I take a bottle of water, I squeeze 2 lemons in it, and I throw in some fucking flavored salt, which this stuff is actually kind of salt, kind of not. It's got citric acid in it, which means it melts when I try to fucking do shit to it. Yeah.
No, you're right, Philip. That's why I say when you go look, because I remember it, I don't want to get on the grocery store, but when you go in there and you said this was going to be healthy, but you put in the same stuff that all other stores got in it.
Yeah, no, like
you still serving the same stuff. I get it, but I was looking for the fresh vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go to if you over there in the Hamptons and how much they bananas cost, and you know what I'm saying, was you gonna get the top cuts of this or that?
See, it's organic, like
yeah, organic. Like even on that, you got to be watching.
Oh, organic is a complete scam.
Yeah,
I mean. So number one, when you do organic foods, 90% of the time, you can't grow the same thing consistently. It ruins the soil because they do something else with it. They also don't use any pesticides. So if you're eating one of those fucking apples and a fucking bug crawls out, that's just what you get with organic, right? Like, unless you're growing it your fucking self, you can't really trust it.
Hey, no, exactly right. To eat healthy is expensive, facts. But I'm just saying,
but this is just eat once a day and try to make that healthy.
Really, the best way I can tell you what you got to do, you're gonna have to do it. I know people gonna get mad at me, but you're gonna probably have to do some fasting. Like maybe you can't eat every day. You might have to miss a day without eating to give your body some time to break down all the toxics that you putting in your body. See, we don't want to admit this is where a lot of our sickness coming from the foods that we eating. But I'm gonna go back to this. If you're gonna keep feeding us this type of stuff, we're gonna have to go to your doctor until you can start putting more healthy stuff out there. And I blame that on government. If you're allowing all this stuff to be fed to the residents, I mean the citizens of America, you should be able to go to the doctor. You created the problem.
You want to have some fun. Take a look at what happens when so the U.S. Army tried doing an experiment. See how long soldiers can live on MREs. Right. This was actually one of their more ethical experiments. It's like, hey, if logistics break down, we can't get them real chow. How long can they feasibly, healthily live off MREs? They had to stop the experiment after a week and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Like blood pressures, cholesterols, heart problems after a week and a half. One MRE is about 2,000 calories. It's shelf stable for about 12 years. They're absolutely fucking disgusting. There's times where I just didn't eat for weeks on end because of I do not eat MREs. You can literally open it up and smell the preservatives in it. What do you think those preservatives are doing to your insides?
No, but look at McDonald's. Look at the dude Supersize Me.
Oh yeah, he had to cut
took
that
yourself out playing around.
Yeah, like, dude, I think he quit after what, 2.5, 3 weeks? He was trying to go a month.
Zachary said MRE is better than C rations.
Well, I couldn't stomach MRE, so if they put C rations in front of me, I'd also turn my nose up at those. There were times where I was just buying fucking.
See what Mark Hutchinson said.
Afghans.
I hope that food market is selling buck beans, kidney, and navy bean. I love a navy bean. And for $1 a pound, that's profitable and needed on Northside food. Don't have to be expensive. Facts. See, I could live off a navy bean. I could eat my bean soup and call it a day.
Dude,
Get me an onion up and a tomato. I'm good.
I go the other way. I go with rice.
No, I like bean soup by itself. I might make mine a little thick. Well, I have mine made prepared a little more thicker. And what I do is I get me I slice up some onions and slice up a tomato, and that's how I eat that with my bean soup.
Yeah, I go with rice just because you can do so much with rice. Plain white rice, okay. You can put in some raw sugar. Now you got some like sweet porridge, or you can throw in some meat of some sort or another, mix it together. Okay, now you got yourself a rice bowl, throw in some veggies. You can eat rice every meal for the rest of your life, and it wouldn't taste the same 2 days in a row unless you're doing some shit.
No, I mean but we do got to do better. I'm just saying you can't live off eating McDonald's. You can't live off eating Burger King. Can't live off eating Little White Castle. You cannot and expect not to be going to seeing no doctor. Because let's just be honest. Even with diabetics, if you go look at the system, they try to give you more sugar. That ain't how you cut a diabetic. Really, I saying if you cut some of the foods, like some of the stuff that we eating, we really can probably heal. Our bodies can heal some of the stuff but we constantly want to eat them fried foods, all the worst foods, and still want to do it our way, not getting up, walking.
You piss off the pancreas, you die. That's just period. Like you cannot heal a pancreas. There's a reason why pancreatic cancer is 100% lethal.
No, I'm just saying, but you have signs before that happened.
Oh yeah,
things. That's what I'm talking about.
You start seeing some things.
Yeah, signs.
You go, okay, I need to rechange everything.
Yeah, it's certain things that you can go ahead and see that is better. But I mean, I'm just saying, but stuff we do got to get better at. I'm just being honest. These people coming up in 2026, you see what Trevor take on it. Mine's is I think the people finna come in. Facts. Yeah, you got to cut the sugar out because sugar is what's causing a lot of the problems. The whole world live on rice and beans, season it up, and it's fine. It's not natural to eat cookies and cake every day. Facts.
I mean, sugars themselves, sugars with that nice happy S at the end. So glucose, sucrose, all those fun things, perfectly fine and natural. That's what you find in your apples, your oranges, your watermelons. Hell, you can find some glucoses in some meats and some like vegetables, right? But when you have cane sugar that has been overly processed, that's when you run into some issues. That's when you start fucking yourself up. But we like to process stuff because to get it from one place to another, it has to be processed X amount. Otherwise, it'll start to rot, which, rotten sugar can give you rum. So I don't see too huge a problem with rotten sugar. On the other hand, yeah, it'd be nice if we started diversifying where we grow our food. I get it. Up north is fucking cold half the year, more than half the year. You can't really grow too many good crops up there. But I think it would help out the local areas if they could grow some good shit while they could, and then adjacent areas, not from across the world or across the country, were to ship some food up there.
I just feel like we need to do better, man. But like I say, y'all coming up, 2026 this is the month. This is the last month of year 2025.
Next
Got
month,
30 days left after today.
I mean, it's going to be a content farm. Don't get me wrong, but it's going to be a fucking nightmare.
You got 30 days, family, after today. 30 days to January the 1st. I'm just telling you, 30 days.
Campbell's just hit $30.19. It just dropped again.
I'll buy it when it get to 15.
$15? You won't buy it then.
I'll buy me.
I mean, it's not going to get to 15. I think the lowest that you'll see it before a major panic happens will be about $29.
If it dropped to 25, I'm on it.
Yeah, you'll see the NASDAQ start to panic at that point.
You get to 25, I'm on it.
Shit. If NASDAQ panics, I'm not putting any money in the stock market. I'm buying precious metals.
If you don't think a crash is coming, we got to be crazy.
That's precious metals.
Yeah, crash.
Because if you're going into a crash, you don't buy. You hold on to things that people want.
I think people don't understand the housing market is coming. Because really, you have to understand when the housing market is going to come. Inflation is here. It's here. So it
once again, that's why I fucking fixed rate mortgage.
It's here.
And after the housing crisis of 2008, they instituted new laws to prevent a housing bubble like that. Because the way that happened was banks were giving out bad loans, and then they were letting people take out second and third loans on the same house. So, I paid off X amount of my mortgage, so I'm going to do reverse mortgage or one of those home equity loans or X, Y, and Z, knowing that the person couldn't pay it off. But there's still, it's money right now. And not everyone could default at the same time. Welcome to 2008. 2008 was a very fun year. They made an entire movie off it. Never watched the fucking movie. I see it in my fucking YouTube reels.
I'm looking for the Sub-Zero prime mortgage scam. I'm just looking at it just from a standpoint, like you can see it's finna come down because it's just too much. Yeah, some countries got in hot water from that. Facts. I'm looking at what Mark said. All my health concerns were related to sugar. I cut it almost completely out, and I'm fine now. Sugar is bad, bad, bad. Processed sugar is not natural. Sugar is balanced. I'm not gonna lie. When they said I was borderline, I quit messing with sweets for 90 days. I mean, I cut chips out and didn't eat no candy. Man, I dropped like 30 pounds. Because I think I was at like 270. I dropped 30 pounds just from 90 days of cutting sugars out. That's why I drink juices. Mine's be no sugar. A lot of stuff. It's like I cut the sweets out, dropped 30 pounds. I think my lightest I was 208. When I started cutting them sugars out, dropped 30 pounds. I'm talking about in 90 days, dropped 30. Like I said, the smallest I was at was 208.
Yeah, I get.
And like now,
but 27 grams of sugar from this.
Hey, and here we is. And when I tell you, when I went back, 'cause I always go get physical. The doctor told me straight, hey, whatever you're doing, keep it up. That's why I kind of watch what I'm doing. I like if I feel I'm getting on one, I cut it back. Like, you know what I'm saying? I stop for like 30 days, maybe 40 days on sweets. You know what I'm saying? I go I cut mines off. That's why my weight stay between like the heaviest I get now is what 230. Then when I pull it back, I get back down to like 216, stuff like that. What's up, Cicero?
Yeah, my happy ass has a doctor's appointment this week. Last week on Friday was a blood draw, so my doctor can go over the results and go. This is just my yearly routine. We'll see. We'll see what they have to say.
Yeah, I mean,
might as well use it as a as homework.
Yeah, but I tell everybody, get up and go walk. Just go get you a go work. I know I stay in the gym because I know I can eat bad. That's why I try to do more working out to balance it off. And I believe if I didn't probably work out, I'd probably be about 280. That's why I work out if I could balance mine. Like
I got my weight set over here.
And then do 1 meal a day. Like, I mean, a lot of y'all don't want to believe that eating 1 meal a day is really good for you. I'm gonna be telling you. I'm not saying for the ones who probably have to say you have to take medicine, so you do have to snack or do something. But I'm just saying for the ones who don't, try intermediate fasting. You know what I'm saying? Give your body a time to you know what I'm saying, to go through its process. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you're going to eat clean all the time, but maybe you eat baked food this day. You don't eat constantly eating fried food. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you have to, you know, you got to cut some of that out. You might and take more water.
Oh, Zachary. No, I drink a few Red Bulls. Yes, I smoke cigarettes. Yes, but I haven't. That's the first time I had Cheetos in a hot minute. And I usually eat 1 meal a day. It usually consists of some sort of protein. And I do more than the fist size because I thought that was fucking stupid. And I usually have water and vegetables with it. But 1 meal a day, as Mickey said. And I hydrate like a motherfucker just because I know how much sugar I'm taking in. But an addict's going to do what an addict do, right?
Hey, Cicero, we're gonna get back, baby. Don't worry about it. I'm looking at what Alan said. No meats and sweets for 21 days. 5 to 10 pounds will be lost. Now I'm telling, I've done it, so I believe you when you cut that. And then don't eat after 6 o'clock. Like I was doing, it was a lot of things that I was doing. Like, you know, I started watching. I wouldn't eat after 6. You know, that's why I say on some try to do intermediate fasting. Like when I get up, I don't get nothing to eat to probably sometime about 1 o'clock. I'll wait to probably 1. I might try to grab me a little something to hold me through, or I'll go get me a I might because I got protein at the crib. I might make one of them, put my protein in here. Then that'll hold me to then at like 5 or 6 o'clock till I'm finna eat. And then once I eat, I'm not eating after you know. Hey, facts, and here we is. You got to give your body a chance to break that down. Like people don't understand if you eat a hamburger. It take the body a week to do for one hamburger. So if you're eating hamburger all week or all month, how long you thinking your body is to go through your digestive system? It's like, right, it take mental discipline. Facts,
The other
facts,
part,
Alan.
like, I don't understand how people can afford fast food for every meal every day. Like shit. McDonald's used to be known for being fast and cheap. Never good, right? No one sat there as like, man, McDonald's is fucking great. No.
Man, go watch
Or
Super Size Me.
Or fucking Taco Bell. Nothing was better after a bar night and you only got like a couple bucks left in your pocket because you drink with cash, right? Than getting, having the cab driver take you to fucking Taco Bell because it was cheap, somewhat filling, and very fast. Now these fast food restaurants fucking I tried getting some Burger King for me and the wife the other day. I was looking at the price. The meal we wanted would have cost us fucking $38 for 2 people. 2 sandwiches, 2 things of fries, and 2 sodas. I'm good, thank you. I'll just cook my own burger. Fuck you. Smash Burger's good.
Hey, Philip Johnson. That's what I told him. Supersize me. Go watch. You can go watch it on YouTube. Go watch how 30 days eating that dinner took him out. But this is the stuff we be feeding our kids for years. It eventually breaks the body down.
There's another thing. We kind of glorified some folks. There's this dude on YouTube, and his entire content was him just stuffing his face with some of the fattiest, most disgusting things you can
Cali
think
muscle.
of for years. Maybe.
I know a black dude was a bodybuilder.
No, this is some white guy.
Oh, okay. Well, Cali
There's
muscle
some white guy.
died.
Yeah, like he ran himself into having sleep apnea because of his weight. I mean, the guy was well over fucking 400 pounds. And then 1 year he decided to just film a whole bunch of content. And after he got that content done, he went on a massive diet, started working out, got his body somewhat in order. But now he's got like skin flaps that you could use as sheets on your bed, dude. But he's doing better. But the dude made so much money off of just getting fat on YouTube. Like, it was the content that was being pushed. I can't believe that shit.
Mm-hmm. No, this is the stuff when you be seeing them people be doing them, what's that? Be eating all them different places. I'll be like, man, does them people really think that's cool? I'm like, I'm watching them. I'm watching them. I'm like, man, they eating this food. They don't see that. You be like the one dude, I think he Asian. The one dude, I'm watching his hand shaking. He young. I'm like, he don't see how he got something wrong with him. Like he was eating all that pork and stuff. I'm watching how he eating this food. I'm like, I know it's high. He got the high blood pressure, cholesterol. I'm just watching all them people. They don't be saying all them people to be eating that food, man, how they be doing there dying. Afterwards, they have to cut it loose. Like I say, when I go get my blood pressure check, mine's be like 123. I think my highest was 125 over 86.
Here's the guy's name, Mukbag videos. Or
yeah,
those were those. And his name was Nikocado Avocado. Dude got fucking massive.
Yeah. They don't tell you that. They be showing them eating all that food. Man, I'm not getting up on here to show I can eat 10 tacos and they be put all that. Like the one person that was doing the tacos and they was pouring the liquid cheese on there. They was having 10 to 15 tacos, eating all this stuff. I'm like, man, I know they got to be having something wrong with them.
Before we roll on, let me show you some of the shit this guy was fucking shoving in his face, because it is just absolutely disgusting. Oh, god damn it. Which one is it? Nikocado Avocado. Here we are. Look at this. Fucking Taki noodles. Right? Fucking look how many fucking onion rings here. And then he covered it with shit. Fucking ghost pepper noodles. Fucking, how many bowls is that? Jesus.
Yeah, I was watching that, man. I used to be, cause I thought that was crazy when I was finding out they was eating like that. I said, oh, no, they health-wise got to be shot.
I watched my kid watch it, and I'm going, what are you doing? She's like, I'm watching this guy. I'm like, why? Because he's funny. The guy's fucking literally killing himself in front of you. Like, this is a several year-long suicide. He had to have 3 plastic surgeries just to unfuck himself.
Oh, so he had to have a surgery.
Just to
lose the weight.
Well, he lost the weight. I think one liposuction, but he also worked out and started eating right. But just because, like, he had skin just hang the fuck down, dude. Like,
but you know where that's from,
that
though.
big.
That come from when they get that surgery, you drop that weight so quick, your body didn't get the, you know what I'm saying, compared if you did it the right way. I'm not saying just say you did it naturally. Mm-hmm. Your body, it would be, oh, thanks for all sharing lights. Thank you. You'll have to, you know what I'm saying? It'll go back naturally. You can damn near tell people who didn't have them surgeries, the ones who didn't. Because you can always see, because some don't be understanding. You got to hit that gym before you can tighten up. And I'm not taking no shot, because whatever you had to do, you had to do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, but when you get that, you got to stay in the gym. You got to stay working out, because it's easy to gain it back. I've seen people who have them and gain it right back. But you got any last words, Trevor?
Nah, not today, man. Nah, I'm good today. I'm gonna get another workout in, play some more Tarkov, maybe hit the hay at some point.
Oh yeah, you see, it was partly what happened to Elvis, according to the guys who worked on him, right? Although our stomach has acid to break food down, but certain food isn't designed for human consumption. That's when the medical issues start. Facts. With family, I might see y'all later on. I'm probably gonna
Nope.
come back. It's no council meeting tonight, I don't think.
I don't think they have one for December. They took the rest of the year off, right? Vacation time.
I'm not for sure. I thought it was on there. Can you pull up and see the council? I thought it was supposed to be.
Yeah, give me a second.
Hold on 1 second, family, before we can see if it's council. But I thought they just took off. You may be right. They might have did want to take off for December. I'm not for sure.
Flint City Council 2025.
Facts, Philip. That's why you see me rolling with Bilal.
Nope, that's September's BS. Let me go back here. Council public notice. Nope, that's from fucking July. One last try.
Mm-hmm.
Flint City Council. Da, 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 da. All right, meeting schedule. Won't tell me, but I don't think they're on. I think I remember them saying that they were
12/17.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Shit, so we get a little bit of a break from them.
For sure. Family, I'll see y'all probably later on. I don't know. Winters might be on, but if not, I'll be on. Probably she is gonna be on tonight. But just be watching. Be watching. Anything can happen. But I still might come on later on myself with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Peace, family.
Later.